Now the teacher says, in order to bring that mind from the Vikshipta Bhumika to the Ekagra Bhumika, he has given the sadhanam called as the Kriya Yoga. And in this Kriya Yoga, we have to see what is Ishvara Pranidhana. I went to elaborate the meaning of the word Pranidhana yesterday. It means to place the mind in Ishvara. To place the mind in Ishvara does not mean that you are lifting the mind like some peda or some flower from one place and keeping it in another place. It is not like that. But you also at the same time know that your mind is capable of going from one object to another object, one person to another person, one theme, one concept to another theme or another concept. It can go and it can rest in that object. So therefore we know that mind can be placed. It can be placed. Ishvara Pranidhana. Sage Vyasa explains the meaning of Ishvara Pranidhana, how this can happen. And he says, Sarva Kriyanam, of all the activities, Parama Gurau, Arpanam. Where is it being placed? Where is it being offered? Where are all the actions and activities offered? Parama Gurau, in the Parama Guru. The word Parama Guru means Ishvara. Yesterday I told you that there are people who are going to say, why would we require a Guru? All those things which you can know, you can know by yourself. Go ahead and know those things by yourself. But there always is going to be something which will remain unknown, because that which can be illumined only through the words will be illumined only through the words. And you will know that the words will arise from a conscious substratum, conscious being, and they will go and meet the conscious being. When the Guru speaks, he is the conscious being who directs those words. Every sentence is an arrangement of words, and a particular arrangement of words. Every word is also an arrangement, a sequence of sounds. If that sequence is altered, it won't be the same word. And therefore, dhvanyatmak shabda, the sound which is just a sound noise, is different from the sound which is called as the words. Words are different. When the teacher speaks, those words will arise out of the consciousness and rest in the listener, who is a conscious being. This is how the knowledge is transferred. What you can know independently, don't depend on anyone for that. That what you can know independently, know yourself. This is your independence. Don't become dependent because somebody did not tell me, that's why I did not know. What you can know is what you should not be lazy about knowing. But there is definitely one area which is not given for you to know through direct perception or even through inference. The entire body of science is nothing but sharpened inference. It is inferential knowledge. How do you know about the solar system? How do you know about the earth being round? How do you know that there is a gravitational force? Every branch of science is inferential knowledge. Sharper the inference, more correct you are going to be. Sharper is going to be the inference, more correct you are going to be. So wherever you can apply your inference and direct perception, please go ahead. But there is one area which you will not know without somebody telling you. And that is where the Guru is required. And who is this Guru? From whom this knowledge comes? Sage Patanjali says it is Ishvara, and hence it is the timeless Guru, the timeless principle, Parama Guru. Otherwise, Ishvara is not in competition with somebody saying that I am a Guru, you are a Guru, and I have got my own disciples. No. Parama Guru means Sa Purvesham api Guruhu Kalena Anavachhedat. Not being limited by time. Kalena Anavachhedat. Not limited by time. To this Ishvara you offer. What is being offered to this Ishvara? He says, Sarva-kriya arpanam. Yesterday somebody asked me a question, and the question was, when you are saying that all the actions are to be offered to Ishvara, does that mean that I go murder someone and say it is offered to Ishvara? Then it means that you are gaining a license to do everything that is legitimate, illegitimate, legal, illegal, and then say that it is offered to Ishvara. It is not that way. It is not that way. Offering to Ishvara. Ishvara Arpanam. When you go for your work, those men who are working, those women who are working will understand. In this country, or in whichever country you are now, if you have to survive, and if you have to maintain certain standard of life for your family, it means that you are working hard is not optional. You have to. You have to work. When you want to see that you have to give good education to your children, you have to maintain a certain degree of good living, you will have to work. Such a person may be doing 1,000 different things. He may be going to the petrol station to fill petrol in his car. Ask him why. So the immediate answer would be to get the petrol filled in the car so that I can go for work. Going for work for what? So that I can earn money. So that what happens? So that I am able to take care of my family. Now you look, there is a variety of actions. Right from as insignificant as filling the petrol in your car, to going to the office, to getting ready, to having your breakfast, and then reaching the place in time. For whom? Dedicated to whom? For whom? It is meant for family. Now, it is in this sense the Arpanam is said. For whom? It is given to Ishvara. Meant for family, meant for yourself, meant for your status. He says, no, not all such things. Meant for Ishvara. When Ishvara becomes the centrifugal or the centripetal force of your life, then that is called as Ishvara Arpanam. Just by saying it does not happen. Just by saying it does not happen. Have you realized that when we do the pradakshina, circumambulate around the Lord in the temple, what is its meaning? You go around, make a circle around the Lord. The meaning is that, Lord, you be the center of my life and let everything revolve around you. You become most important. The center is the most important point of a circle. The radius can grow or can reduce. Depending upon the radius, the circumference can grow or reduce. But the center remains stationary. If the center keeps moving, you will never have a circle. A circle is there because there is a center. Don't you say that akhanda mandala akaram vyaptam yena characharam tatpadam darshitam yena tasmai shri gurave namaha. That this mandalam, that circle, will be complete only when you have a steady center. Look what is that steady center of your life. That whatever is the center, then is going to be your source of inspiration. It is going to direct your life. It is going to be like the driver which is going to take the chariot of your life. Parikshit, King Parikshit, who is cursed to die within 7 days. He gives up food and water and sits by the bank of Ganga. There is an assembly of all the sages, Vyasa, Atri, Dattatreya, Parashara, Shakti, all of the Vasishtha, all of them gather over there to bless the king before he departs. Shukadeva comes. Shukadeva is just 16-year-old. Shukadeva comes. All the rishis get up and welcome Shuka and tell him, request him to take the main seat. He sits and Parikshit asks a question. He says, Hey Bhagavan, Hey Mune, please tell me about that Lord who navigated the small little raft on which the Pandavas were sitting through the rough water of that battle. And the water was just not rough, but there were big sharks who were waiting to gulp down the Pandavas. But nothing happened to them because Shri Krishna was rowing the boat. Please tell me about him who took the Pandavas across so safely. And he took them across that difficult time so easily, as if it was just crossing over a small little puddle created by a hoof of a calf, a cow's hoof. That small little puddle they could go across. Tell me about him. When Ishvara is your Kaivartaka, is the captain of your life, you will have that direction to move. you will know where to go. It will not be, your life will not be like a ship which is rudderless in the ocean. Though the earlier teachers had already rejected Kapila, had already rejected the concept of Ishvara, Sage Patanjali says that's not true, we need it. We need to bring Ishvara back. In Buddhism, they do not have any Ishvara. They say it is redundant, you don't require Ishvara. Buddha rejected the idea of Ishvara. Mahavira rejected the idea of Ishvara. But look what happened. Their followers created Buddha and Mahavira only as Ishvara to pray. And it did not happen much late. It happened just during Buddha's time, because the prayer was Buddham Sharanam Gacchami, Dhammam Sharanam Gacchami, Sangham Sharanam Gacchami.